Hey, Alex J. Moscow here, creator of the Effortless Enrollment Blueprint and Small Events, Big Profits, and I have a secret to tell you. Sales scripts usually don't work. And yes, I know you actually just opted in for one that I believe to be one of the best in the industry. So let me really explain to you what I mean. Everyone thinks that the perfect script will save them, that if they just knew the exact words to say, or if they just had the higher quality leads, that would save them. The list goes on and on. In my experience, it's this type of thinking that's actually dead wrong, and none of these will save you. Many people that come to me trying different types of programs and ideas that just aren't really working for them to get to that next level of impact and results that they really desire. So what I'm going to share with you in this short video is what it really takes to enroll premium dream clients quickly. What I'm going to share with you in this short video is what it really takes to enroll premium dream clients quickly. I'm going to reveal the 3 crippling questions coaches keep asking themselves that prevent them from enrolling high-end dream clients and making the impact that they know they're capable of. Those questions are, number 1, how do I enroll high-end clients? What's the magic script? Number 2, where do I find high-end clients? People who can afford it. Number 3, why would people pay so much, and what do I charge when others may have invested much less previously? I'm going to be answering these questions and revealing the exact reason why these are the wrong questions to be asking. And you're going to want to pay attention because I'm about to lay out my biggest insights from taking over 1,900 enrollment calls on what it's really going to take for you to get the consistent high-ticket sales results you want using this script. And I'm also going to share with you examples of exactly how my clients are using it to get extraordinary results quickly. So the first crippling question, I'm going to dive right in. So how do I enroll high-end dream clients? What's the magic script? I get this question all the time where coaches, authors, speakers, experts, trainers, they ask, what do I say? What do I say to get these clients? And again, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the magic sales script is actually not the answer to your problem of getting the next level of clients you desire. The script alone will not produce exponential results. Let me explain. Are you currently using a script right now in your business? I'll assume that you are. Is the current script producing the level of clients you desire? Well, obviously not, or you wouldn't have downloaded my script and be watching this video. Well, it takes the right script and the right mindset to produce extraordinary results. And is it okay if I share a brutal truth with you? Well, this is actually a video, so I'm just going to assume that you agree. Your current sales results are a direct reflection of your current script and current mindset. So let me say that again a little differently. Your current script and your current mindset are a direct reflection of your current sales results. I'm going to say it a third time. No, I'm just kidding. I think you get it by now. So the question for you really is, are there other people who are using the same script as you producing greater results? Probably, I'd guess. What about lesser results than you? I would guess again, probably as well. Because some of my clients use my script, like Crystal Brandt, and they go out and they generate $42,500 in less than 45 days, starting from scratch. Others, like Sebastian Michael Cruz, use it and produce $21,500 in 9 days, flat. Others, like my client Katerina Satori, have used it to produce over $141,300 in less than 100 days. And of course, some have definitely downloaded it, they've looked at it once, and they haven't produced any types of results with it at all. So what's the differentiating factor for someone using the same exact script and producing varying levels of results? Well, I wish I could tell you it was my amazingly brilliant sales script that I created, and it's definitely not. So what's the reason? I can't tell you exactly. Literally, each person is unique, with unique gifts, with unique challenges, with unique clients. There is a system of principles that are consistent throughout, and the personalization of making a model work for you is the absolute key to unlocking exponential results. I can tell you a reason you're not getting the results you want is because you're not making the script or the model work for you. You have to take the words that are on there. You have to be able to decipher and figure out what is congruent to you. What would you say? And what's the meaning, what's the energy behind the words in the script? My enrollment process is all about selling from a place of truth and integrity, because truth will outsell any sales tactic or strategy anytime. So with my script, I can give it to you, which I have. You've downloaded it. It's in your inbox, or it will be in your inbox very soon. So you can take my script, and there's a certain small percentage of the population who will take my script, implement it fully. And I've had clients who have sold hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars worth of coaching programs, retreats, events with this exact script. And the majority of my clients who are crushing it, who are clients like Sonia Rodriguez, who is a makeup artist. And when she first came to me, she was just a makeup artist, and she had a dream of starting a coaching and training company to really help other beauty professionals really own their value and create a life and a business of their dreams. And she had never sold before, never taken an enrollment call or a strategy session or a coaching session, whatever you want to call it, before in her life. And in her first 38 days, she generated over $39,400 in sales, having never ever taken a sales call before, never even followed a script before. So was it my script that worked? That was a part of it. It was a part that helped her. But what I really helped her with was customizing the script to her voice and to speak the script how she would communicate it, not how I would. The results come from being able to make the script work for you. It's not just the script, it's the model what's underneath it. For example, when my client Amateo Ra first came to me, he had a pretty full coaching practice of clients one-on-one. He was working about 50 hours per week, and he absolutely loved supporting his clients. And the work that he was doing in the world is so passionate about helping conscious entrepreneurs really be able to give their gifts at a higher level. And when he started, the script, quote, wasn't working for him. His business model, his current business model meant that more clients equaled more hours of work, which meant less time with his family and his loved ones and less time focused on his health, and the list goes on and on. When we switched his business model to be able to serve many clients, scaling his impact to a high level of support while spending less one-on-one time, he was more inspired to enroll clients because more clients actually equaled more impact, more revenue, and more time freedom to spend his energy on what was important to him. We had to switch the model. We had to switch it from more clients equaling less freedom to more clients equaling more impact, more income, and more freedom. My clients say that one of the main reasons they come and to work with me is because that I'm the best at helping them build a business model that's in alignment with their revenue and lifestyle goals, a business that's congruent to who they are, and congruent to what's going on to provide the deepest amount of transformation for their ideal clients. See, when I helped Amateo transition his model to be in alignment with his revenue and lifestyle goals, the customization and implementation of the script was almost instant and effortless. He generated over $42,100 from his first group program launch in less than 6 weeks. In his first year of working together with me, he collected over $200,000 in revenue and transitioned from a one-on-one coaching practice to a more transformational live events and mastermind model that he was super inspired to show up and deliver. So if you're a person who gets more from bouncing ideas off of someone, from really communicating with a human rather than just taking the information from a website or an article or a script, and you are specific and unique, and you have unique challenges, you have a unique business with unique clients, and if bouncing ideas and getting coaching directly on what you're doing is valuable for you, if you learn more that way, then I will have a powerful opportunity for you towards the end of this video. I remember when I first started using scripts, and I was working with my mentor, Ted McGrath. And when I first started to work with him, he was my coach first, and I had a online marketing company, and I actually was introduced to him to work with him for my speech. I've actually had a speech impediment for my whole life with a stutter, and I get really passionate when I talk sometimes, so even in this video, there still might be some trip-ups in there. And when I first started to work with him, he helped me land a 6-figure client when I was 21 years old, and I had no idea what I was doing, no idea how to build a real business, how to scale, how to build systems, and that was a great revenue maker, and it wasn't what I was truly passionate about. I've always was passionate about helping others make a difference, really helping coach others to move them towards what they were passionate about. But yet I didn't have the confidence to do it myself. So the universe aligned, and I fired my clients and Ted fired his staff. And I went to go partner up with Ted, and I worked with Ted for 4.5 years. When I first started with him, there was about $6,000 in the bank account. When I left, there was multiple 7 figures. And our first 7 figures we hit, it was really just he and I. So I did everything in the business, and including one of the first roles that I took on was we did a launch, and he generated 70 coaching sessions for his team to take. And at the time, his team was me. So I've never taken a sales call before, never ran a strategy session, and I had 70 calls lined up over the next week and a half, about 10 calls a day. And for me, I had all of the classic sales fear of not wanting to be manipulative, not wanting to, make someone do something that they didn't want to do, having that fear of what are people going to think of me. And on top of that, I had all the fear around my speech and my stutter that I've grown up with my entire life of, I had the story in my head of what are these people going to think of me? Are they going to think something's wrong with me? Are they going to think that I'm handicapped? Are they going to think that, how is this guy going to help me do anything? I had all those stories in my head. I had that stacked on top of that. I was working for my mentor, who's one of my best friends. I needed to show up and represent him well. I needed to represent the company well. And not only did I have to do all of that, I needed to show up and run a really, really powerful process that inspired this stranger to make a decision to change their life. And I started out with a script. And I remember running the script with my first calls and having such an amazingly powerful conversation with them, and really, going deep and mapping out what is someone's vision, what's most important to them in this life to create. And then going into what are all the challenges that are coming up and what's it costing them? How is it affecting them personally? How's it affecting their family? What would be different if they were to solve these challenges? It was business focused, so it was what does this mean to you? What would growing your business mean to your family? And I remember having such powerful conversations, and I remember coming to the end of these calls, and they've told me everything that it would do for them, all the problems that it would solve, what it would mean to them, what it would mean for their family. And then at the end, they would still say no. And I remember feeling an internal pain, really deep in my heart. And I made a decision at that point that I was going to be the last reason why somebody said no to their dreams. I was going to be the last reason somebody said no to their dreams. That I committed to mastering this process. Because I was fascinated with if someone clearly told me, it wasn't me telling them, they were telling me what their dreams were, what their vision was, how it would impact their life, not just theirs, their whole life with their family, what it would do for them as a mother, as a father, as a husband, as a wife, as a role model, what that would mean to them, and them still saying no. And I remember knowing that I had something that would change their life. And they were still saying no to that. And so I made the decision to master that process. And throughout my years of growth in it, I continued to hear and go through it all. The stories of I don't have the money, and then seeing that same person join another more expensive program, and then still not getting the results that they wanted. I remember hearing people say, I don't have the time for this. The timing's not right. I'll call you in 90 days. And never getting a call back, and still seeing them at events, still seeing them going to different events and staying stuck for years and years. I remember talking to people and saying, hey, I'm in other programs, maybe later. And those other programs still consistently didn't produce the results that they wanted. And they were still staying stuck. And in the past 7 years, I've taken over 1,900 enrollment calls, selling programs anywhere from $97 to over 6 figures. And I've personally sold over $5.2 million one-on-one. And with over 21,000 hours of experience in the coaching, the seminar, the info marketing industry, I've found that mastering the art and science of enrollment has been the number one skill set to unlocking ultimate freedom for a coach, consultant, expert, speaker, info marketer, And I'm so grateful to have chosen at 21 years old to master this conversation. It's allowed me to generate $372,322 in my first year in my coaching business, working about 15 hours per week. It's what allowed me to sponsor someone else's event and generate $153,500 in sales. It's what's allowed me at my last live event to generate $280,000 in sales with only 9 people in attendance. And I'm so blessed to build and run my business from anywhere in the world, literally architecting my dream life. Whatever I can dream up, whatever I desire, I know that I can achieve because whatever I want is on the other side of enrollment. So whether it's taking my dad on vacation, or it's purchasing a house for my mother, or it's owning my dream car, or it's going on vacation with a loved one, or hiring new employees to help me scale my mission and my impact, the list goes on, and it's literally all on the other side of enrollment. It's what creates certainty for myself and also for my clients. Like, I know to buy that dream car, I need to make X amount of sales of this program. I know that if I want to move into a new house, if I want to go on a vacation, if I want to take a family member on vacation, I need to enroll this amount of clients into this program, or a combination of the two. And that's literally how I've designed my life. And it's all because I've mastered the art and science of enrollment. And I'm helping all my clients do the same too. Having a system and a model for enrollment is what creates ultimate certainty for myself and for my clients. And if we can do it, you can do it too, if you're committed. So for those of you who are ready, I'm going to offer you my 6-figure roadmap session, which is the same process that I take all of my ideal clients through. It's the same process that's allowed me to sell over $5.2 million in coaching one-on-one. It's the same process that I used at my last event to create $280,000 in sales from only 9 people in the room. So it's the same process that my client Katerina has used to do $141,483 in sales in less than 100 days. It allowed her to buy her dream Porsche and to do retreats in places in the world that she's only dreamt of. This script works, and my clients have gotten the results at the speed that they have because I've helped them customize the script and the model for them. I've helped them build a business model that's in alignment with their revenue and lifestyle goals, a business that's congruent to who they are and congruent to what's going to provide the deepest amount of transformation for their clients. So that's what I'm offering you now, and it's very limited because of the time it really takes to map all this out together. Many people have told us that this is one of the most valuable calls they have ever had. So if you're having resistance to this, if you're having resistance to me making this free offer to you, then I suggest you highly get on the call, because one of the reasons you're not having the results that you want right now is because of this resistance. If you're having sales resistance to this free offer, I can guarantee you that this is showing up in your enrollment conversations. Let me say that again. If you're having resistance to this free offer when I haven't even made an offer, haven't even sold you anything yet, if you're having sales resistance to a free offer, I can guarantee you that it's one of the reasons why you're not getting the results that you want. So if you want to solve this, click the button below, click apply, and apply for a 6-figure roadmap session right now. So, crippling question number 2, and perhaps the most common question I get about enrolling dream clients is, Alex, where do these high-end dream clients hang out? Where do I find them? If I only had better quality leads, if I were only talking to people with the money, I'd be able to sell higher-end packages and make more sales. Wrong. No one has the money until they do. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So, have you ever had an enrollment conversation with someone and they said no, they didn't have the money, it wasn't the right time, no for now, whatever the reason was, and they wanted to circle back around in a couple months? Then you find out, either in a couple months or even sooner, that they joined someone else's program who may have been more expensive than yours, who maybe, quite honestly, may have been less effective and less qualified than yours. I know I certainly have had that experience. I also took a deeper ownership of my gifts when I saw that my clients were outperforming the results of others in the industry. I have a responsibility to help leaders make a bigger impact by getting more clients. That's a huge mindset shift I help many of my clients make. Your potential clients' lives don't change unless they join your program. Yes, that means they buy. Yes, that means you have to enroll them. Sales is service. you want to make a bigger impact and change more lives, you have to confront sales and enrollment. You have to make a decision at some point. It's like sales, it's the generator for any business, and especially a coaching business, and especially if you want to make a big impact, you have to confront sales at some point. So like I said, the question I oftentimes get is where? Where do I find them? Where do I find these people with money? When that is hardly ever the problem. What the real problem is that the enrollment process and program and the pricing structure does not attract and enroll the high-end dream clients that you're going after. Because when the value is there, your clients will buy. Like I shared, no one has the money until they do. Even with someone who doesn't physically have it in their account, they won't go find the money, they won't go make it happen until their commitment is there. So have you ever heard of the money objection before? I can't afford it. It's not my budget. It's too expensive. It comes in many different forms, shapes, sizes, colors. And these are all not the real money objection. So the real money objection is, oh my goodness, like I have to do this program. The program's $5,000. Like I have $500 left on my card. Take 4 of it. Take 400 and please just take that for now, and I promise I will go and find the money. I will make it happen. Will you please accept me, and will you accept this deposit so that I can go find the rest of the money? That's what the real money objection sounds like. So if you're not getting that, if you're getting it's too expensive, if you're getting I can't afford it, if you're getting it's not on my budget, then that means that your process is not building enough value. The money objection and the time objection are objections that are based in value. What they're telling you is that what you're offering isn't valuable enough to invest their money or to go find the money. They're telling you that what you're offering isn't valuable enough for them to find the time and to make the time for it. So the problem is not the quality of the leads, it's the quality of the enrollment process that you're taking them through. It's the value that you're building on that call. It's showing them why they need to buy. How life-changing is your program going to be for them? What's the value to them? Which brings us to our third and final crippling question. Why would people pay so much, and what do I charge? When others may have invested much less previously. So I believe our relationship to money is one of the most sacred and spiritual relationships that we have. Money is energy. It's also a currency for commitment. So more money equals more energy equals more true commitment. When your clients pay more, they pay more attention. My experience is that this produces better results time and time again, as well as way more enjoyable clients who are committed to doing the work, who show up on time, don't cancel calls, who get exponential results, and are ecstatic to pay you for your gifts and your unique talents month after month after month. The list of benefits for high-end dream clients really goes on and on and on. So the question is, what do you charge? Well, I have no idea. Why? Because I don't have the answer to the correct question. And the correct question is, what is the result of your program or your coaching worth? To who it can impact most. That is the amplifier right there. That is the modifier that's so important. To who it can impact most. I'll ask it again. And this is a question that you should revisit with your coaching and your programs about every 90 days. What is the result of your program or coaching worth? To who it can help or impact most? And that may not be who you are currently working with right now. So for example, if you're a health or a fitness coach, it's the difference between the value of your program to a college guy or a college girl who wants to get in shape so that they're single and they want to go on dates. They want to get a more toned physique so that they can look their best, so that they can attract a partner to go date. It's the value of your health coaching program for that versus helping the 7-figure entrepreneur, who has a family of 4, who has a team of 6, who's approaching burnout, who's working 60, 70-hour weeks and has been doing that for 4 years and is really just running on fumes and is slamming coffee, 6, 7 times a day just to get through the day so that he or she can provide for their family. And they have so much on the line, and his or her whole business revolves around them. What's the value to getting that person's health back on track? They have a 7-figure company. Would that person invest $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in a program that's going to save their health, that's going to maintain their health? So what's the value to the 7-figure entrepreneur versus the college guy or girl who's just looking to go on dates? Value depends on who is it for. And the pricing needs to reflect the value of who it can help most. Because low-end pricing actually repels high-end clients. So let me tell you a personal story about this. A year or two ago, I was looking to invest in some marketing services for my business to help grow my company. And I went to marketing agency number 1, and they had an amazing track record, great testimonials, so they were a strong referral. I really enjoyed them as humans, and I thought that they could produce an incredible result for me. And for all of the work they wanted done, they wanted $33,000. Awesome. Then I went to marketing agency number 2. They were also a strong referral. They had just as incredible results and testimonials from their clients. We had a really strong connection. I thought they were amazing humans as well. And they only wanted $5,800 for the campaigns. That $5,800 threw me off so much because they didn't stand in the value of what they did. They said, hey, these campaigns will produce, hundreds of thousands of dollars for you. And we only want, $5,800. Whereas the first agency wanted $33,000, that made so much more sense. The value was in alignment with the pricing that they were charging for it. So that low-end pricing of marketing agency number 2 or B, it actually made me skeptical about the work and the quality of work that they would do, just based upon that, because they didn't stand in the value of what they were doing. The investment needs to match the value. And personally, for myself and my programs, I use pricing structure as a filtration system for the quality of client that I want to attract. I'll say it again. I use pricing structure as a filtration system for the quality of client that I want to attract. So what types of clients do you want to attract? And is the pricing of your programs enough for them to pay attention and be committed to their desired outcome? So for example, in the health and fitness example with the 7-figure entrepreneur versus the college student, for that 7-figure entrepreneur, would that person pay attention to a course that's going to save their health that's only $197? Probably not. Even $1,000, maybe a little bit. And how much attention and energy are they going to put into that program if they're investing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 into a program for their health? Money equals energy equals true commitment. So use pricing structure as a filtration system for the quality of clients you want to attract. So let me give you one of my favorite exercises. This is one of my favorite exercises, and it's called the 100K program exercise. So this program is designed to stretch you, to stretch your thinking, to stretch your perspective around value and around pricing. So I call this the $100,000 program exercise, the 100K program exercise. And so the exercise is, if somebody were to write you a $100,000 check, what type of program would you design for them? What would be the deliverables? What type of value would you have to create? What type of experiences? Would you fly them across the world? Would you fly them in a private jet? Would you do sessions with them on a private jet? Dream a little. That's what this is designed to do. Would you fly to them? Would they fly to you? Would you fly around the world together? What does it look like? The deeper questions that I like to ask are, who do I have to become to deliver this? And then what is included in this program that I'm not currently doing right now? And what could I be doing right now? Cool, so I'll leave that for you for homework, and let's move on. So the next question a lot of people ask is, how do you get your clients to invest more when they can perhaps go and hire another coach for less, or they have actually previously invested in your lower end programs? So let me tell you about my clients, Matthew Cook and Amanda Renee. When they first came to me, they have an amazing relationship coaching program, and they had 11 clients in it for $347. And their content was so good that their clients were having huge breakthroughs, and they were asking so many questions. And Matthew and Amanda were spending a lot of their time actually coaching people one-on-one with all the questions. And I told them, I was like, hey, like, your clients are literally asking you to create a high-end program for them, like with a deeper level of support, with more one-on-one access, with personal calls, with VIP days, with perhaps support via text message or email or Voxer. And I help them create a high-end one-on-one program and then a deeper level group program. And with their same 11 clients, the same clients who invested $347, who many of them, quote, did not have the money, end quote, with that same client list, they did $19,000 in 8 days. With the same clients who told them they didn't have the money. Yet, you could tell that they were asking for it because they wanted that deeper level of support. They didn't want the group. They wanted, in addition to the group, that personal access. And they were able to launch really, really quickly with a high-end program that actually provided a deeper container of support so that their clients got better results too. I'll tell you another story of one of my clients, Stephanie Kwong. Amazing, powerful, transformational woman, and she was selling $250 hypnotherapy sessions when she first came to me, selling single sessions for $250. When I helped her customize the script and I helped her go through my sales process and restructure her pricing and programs on her first call using my process that I helped her customize in her voice, she enrolled a $36,000 client. So from a $250 single session to a $36,000 client on her first call. Let me disclaim, your results may vary. I share with you not to impress you, I share with you to impress upon you that results don't take time. When you have a model that's congruent to who you are, that's congruent to the value that you deliver and the amount of transformation you deliver to your clients, results do not take time at all. Stephanie got the results because she believed in herself. She did the work. She took a deeper ownership of her leadership and her value. And she was willing to stretch outside her comfort zone to create a program that reflected the true value of the transformation that she was providing to her clients that she could impact the most. So a question I get after a story like that, and a question I get a lot in general, is, so why would they pay so much? Why would someone pay that much? And it's never about how much someone is paying. It's never about that. It's always about what it's getting them. It's about what it's worth to them. The key component to the success of your script, your enrollment process, is that it needs to be designed like this. You are never telling them what your programs or your coaching is worth to them. They are always telling you. You have a responsibility to help them expand their vision. You have a responsibility to help them come to the truth of what their challenges are costing them. And you have a responsibility to offer them the best solution to their situation based upon what they want. So if I helped you generate $100,000, would you pay me $10,000? If I helped you generate $350,000, would you pay me $25,000? If I helped you generate $800,000, would you pay me $60,000? If you said no to either of these questions, then please stop watching this video, because what I'm going to be sharing next and the opportunity at the end is definitely not for you. Even if you don't have $60,000 right now, and I could guarantee that I could help you generate $800,000, would you find the $60,000? One of the most effective ways to get extraordinary results is to act as if. Act as if. What does that mean? I'll give it to you in a business context. One of my best strategies that have catapulted my results and shaved years off of my learning curve is to make decisions based upon where I want to be, not based upon my current reality. For example, when I was at a $100,000 business, I made decisions like I was at a $500,000. I hired team members. I invested in marketing. I invested in mentors and programs like I was at $500,000 in revenue. I was able to produce results at a level that I wasn't able to produce before because I found ways to invest in programs that I couldn't afford. It was all my mindset. It was all my belief systems. It was all the ways of thinking and the ways that I was making decisions. I knew my current decision-making process and mindset was producing the exact results that I had. My $100,000 business was 100% reflective of my $100,000 mindset. Ouch. This teaching was solidified at an even deeper level last year when I flew out to sales residential with my mentors Gulliver and Leela in Australia. I invested $40,000 and flew across the world for a 9-day sales training, and the biggest lesson I got was what got me to where I am is not going to get me to where I want to go. Ouch! Again, because I had just up-leveled to be able to afford a $40,000 9-day event, which I didn't just have sitting in my coaching program's bank account. You know, I wish everyone had a checking and a savings and a business checking and a business savings and then like a coaching account. My bank account's definitely not set up that way. So I didn't just have that amount of cash to plop down. And from the time I made that investment to before I showed up, I actually generated $93,440 in sales because I had to grow into a new version of myself to afford a program like that. The current version of myself couldn't do it, so I needed to grow into somebody who could. A version of myself who could. I'll let you in on a little secret around pricing and value. The strategies that are going to get you to $100,000 are not the same strategies that will get you to $350,000, which are not the same strategies and systems and processes that will get you to $800,000 and beyond. The value of these are different and they are priced accordingly. And I have no idea what the value of these strategies would be for you. What I do know is the strategies and the mindset that you currently have are not what is going to get you to your next level. Your current strategy and mindset have gotten you exactly to where you are right now. And if you want the help, if you're ready to take a deeper ownership of your gifts, if you're ready to start attracting higher end dream clients who are ecstatic to pay you premium prices, if you are ready to stretch outside your comfort zone around sales, outside your comfort zone around value, and if you're ready to be more, do more, and have more, so that you can serve at a deeper level and get highly rewarded for being you, click apply to secure your 6-figure roadmap session. And on this session, we will do 3 things. Number 1, we'll crystallize your vision. Number 2, we'll help you identify what your biggest challenge is and get you on track to start solving it. I wish during the session we could solve your biggest challenge. That is not the promise, but we will do our best to get you on track to solving it. And number 3, we will create a plan and path for you to get there. And if you're a fit for one of our programs that we can really help support you and your mission in a deeper way, we'll chat about that at the very end. If not, no worries, you will walk away with a customized action plan. And we never make offers that we don't believe will return at least 10 times the value to my clients, because we need to be able to sleep at night. If we don't think you're a fit for our programs, we will definitely not offer you anything, and we will let you know. And to be clear, I do actually have a guarantee. I guarantee that if you don't do any of the work, that you won't get any results. And I also guarantee if you don't get help with enrolling high-end clients, whether it's with me or whether it's with someone else who's mastered it, then you can keep your problem. I'll share with you again. If you know this session will be valuable for you, and if you're having any resistance to taking me up on this offer, I know that this sales resistance is showing up in your enrollment calls, and it's the one of the exact reasons why you're not getting the results that you want, because I literally haven't even made an offer to you for a program. This is just a free session. And if you're having resistance to something that's free, that may change your life, I know that resistance is reflective in your enrollment process that you're having with your potential clients. So what would happen if you didn't take me up on my 6-figure roadmap session? Well, something terrible. Nothing. You'd be right where you're at before you got here. And I have a question for you. How's that working for you? What is it costing you month after month to not have the necessary changes you need to make? But what could happen if you did take me up on the session? You put yourself in a position to make a positive and permanent change no matter how good or bad your current situation is. And you're literally just one click away from putting your business into the reality distortion field to start to get you on track to get those exponential results. So why is coaching so important in this game? Most people are happy staying on the sidelines, learning more about the game, read another book, going to another seminar, but they never actually go all in playing the fucking game. They keep studying it, they keep getting more information on it while they watch others play, and it's much safer on the sidelines because you have no chance of losing. Anyone operating at a higher level of performance, Olympic athletes, professional executives, business owners, all professional sports players, have coaches because they all know there are things that they cannot see. As they're in action, as they're engaged in their work, things come up, and that's when they need support the most. They need it as they play the game to optimize and to grow quickly, to course correct. And left to their own devices, they wouldn't go as fast. And most successful people know this. What do you think a board of advisors is in multi-million-dollar and billion-dollar companies? They're coaches. And with professional athletes, the coach is there to help them in moments of decision and to help them protect their confidence as they train. So if you want to sit on the sidelines, you definitely don't need a coach. If you want to keep downloading all the free PDFs and going on the webinars and really downloading all the articles, you really don't need a coach. No one needs a coach when they're on the sidelines. But if you're ready to get in the game and start playing fully, as you start playing and getting in this game, a coach like me can help accelerate your results, because as you play the game, everything's going to come up for you to look at. There are challenges that are unique to you. You are going to have your own unique challenges and your own unique strengths. I'm here to further bring out those strengths and to help strengthen those weaknesses, to help you own your gifts at the deepest level so that you can command premium prices and start to effortlessly enroll those high-end dream clients. So this is it. This is your time to either get in the game or to stay on the sidelines as others enroll their dream clients. I'm offering you a chance to get in this game now. So click the button below to apply for your 6-figure roadmap session. And I'll take you behind the scenes in my business for a moment. Let me share what I actually do with clients to get such fast results with this model. As they have their sales calls and their enrollment conversations, I ask them to share live on apps like Voxer as it happens. Why do I do it? Because it's the highest value of coaching I can provide. So they can learn in real time with real examples. I can't tell you how many sales I've helped saved because of this process. When they're in their head about it, it gets derailed quickly. I reframe them and show them how to move in real time. We cannot see what we cannot see when we're playing. If you don't want to play and you want to sit on the sidelines and stay there, then that's cool. That call is not for you, and please don't get on this call. You do not need a coach. The game isn't easy. I'm not saying that. If you want to play and if you know you want the guidance of someone who's been there through the heat of over 1,900 yeses, nos, and maybes, then click the button below, schedule your 6-figure roadmap session. It'll be one of the best decisions you've made. I can't wait to see you guys soon.